Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about why I don't have that many pets for a pet YouTuber. Firstly, I'd like to point out three things. Number one, today's video is sponsored by Rover, which I'll get into more detail in a bit, but thank you to Rover. Number two, I believe having 10 pets, not including fish and inverts, is actually quite a lot of pets. I consider myself to have quite a lot of pets. For an average person, but in terms of YouTube, it seems quite small. And three, this video is no shade to any pet YouTubers. I've been kind of putting off this video because I feel like people are gonna, pinpoint different things and say, oh, this is throwing shade at them, and that. It's not. I just want to talk about this situation myself, and yeah, there's no hate here. So now let's look at what animals I do have. So, I have 4 leopard geckos, 1 crested gecko, 1 mossy prehensile tailed gecko, 2 guinea pigs, a chinchilla, a cat who is technically my sister's but she lives with us, 7 ember tetras, 6 nerite snails, 1 queenless colony of ants, 1 new queen ant, tropical grey woodlice, giant orange woodlice, and Bertie the beetle who lives with Ziggy. But still, compared to most YouTubers who do videos on pets, that's considered not a lot. And I'm very frequently asked to get new animals or even advised by viewers to get pets like bearded dragons because that way I'll get more views. But for me, throughout my time on YouTube, education has always been key. I'd rather improve the life of captive reptiles through educational videos rather than promoting an unhealthy practice of continually buying new pets. So here's a few things I consider before getting new pets. Number 1, space. I am limited by space. I literally can only keep reptiles or inverts I own in my room. My guinea pigs and chinchilla and obviously the cat do not live in my room, but I am limited by space. And in some ways that's kind of a blessing in disguise because you only have to go to a shelter once and want to rescue them all. So in some ways, having limited space is a good thing. Number 2, time. The most important thing for me is to be able to interact with each of my geckos every single day. And because I don't have loads of animals, I am able to give each animal the attention they require every day.
Ted? Hello. You good? Hello.
And some people ask me, how have you got your geckos so tame? Or why do your animals always react to you when you call them? Or they do tricks and stuff. And it's just because mainly I literally do interact with them every single day. I consider myself to have a very good bond with each of my pets. Number 3, money. Having a lot of animals can sometimes cost a lot of money. Fortunately, I don't have too many animals that it's really a strain. Like, the guinea pigs probably cost me the most in food. However, the money really lies in vet bills. If something goes wrong with your animals, and sometimes with one animal getting sick, it can spread to the rest of them, vet bills can rack up very quickly, and it really pains me when someone comes to me and says, something wrong with my animal, I don't know what to do, and I'm not a vet, I can't do anything. I say, go and take them to the vet, and they say, we can't afford it, then you're stuck. So it's very important to me that if I took on an animal, I am able to afford it, especially if it gets ill, because there's nothing worse than having a sick animal and doing nothing about it. Number 4, being mindful of the future. So when I get a pet, I'm dedicated to that pet. I'm not going to give that pet up. Even the ones that are the trickiest to look after, in my case, it's probably my chinchilla. I love her to pieces, but a chinchilla is one of the hardest pets I've owned. She will be 10 this year, and I'm not giving up on her. My reptiles, they can live up to 20 years or more. Gizmo will be 12 this year. So when I get a pet, I full on commit. I get very stressed out about getting new pets. I even get stressed out about getting a new ant colony or a new species of woodlouse. I never sort of impulse buy or get something on a whim. Like, I fully need to make sure I'm prepared for this. And I'm very mindful of the future. I don't just assume that because I have a YouTube channel that I'm going to just get pets and YouTube's going to support it. Even at 100,000 subscribers, what I earn, you can't live on. Like, YouTube is not sustainable. And I don't like the notion that, oh, some people have this notion that I'm a YouTuber, I'm very privileged to be able to have all of these animals and not go to work because I do YouTube. Now, they may be in a better position financially than me because they probably get a lot more money, but in my mind, you only have to look at a handful of channels that are really big once, they kind of die off. So in my mind, YouTube isn't sustainable, it's not here forever, and at some point you will have to go out and get a 9-to-5 job, and who's going to look after all of those animals then? So for me, I'm happy with the animals I have. I know that outside of YouTube I can function correctly with all the animals that I do have, and it's not a big strain on me. Now, I absolutely love animals of all sizes, and now and again, if a neighbour or a friend needs someone to look after their animals, maybe they're going on holiday or they just want someone to walk their dog, I'm the kind of person they go to, and I love that. It means I get to gain more experience with a range of animals and help people out, and also hand their animals back, which is sometimes nice, is sometimes sad. I studied animal nursing and animal behaviour, and training animals is something I'm really passionate about. I used to walk my neighbour's dog for about a year. He was quite old but very active. A lot of people thought he was actually a puppy, and then I decided when I was going to walk him, I was also going to teach him new tricks. Now, sadly, very recently he passed away, and for a dog who had anxiety, dementia, and was sadly facing dog psychosis, when we were out, he really did learn new tricks, and he faced some of that anxiety, and that's something that I found very, very rewarding. Now, this moves me on to our sponsor today, Rover.com, because I think a lot of you guys might be out there and you might not necessarily be able to have a lot of pets, but you can give back, you can help out. You might want to house sit or dog walk or do drop-in visits, doggy daycare. You can look after dogs or a range of different animals. Or equally, if you're looking for someone to do this for you, maybe you're going away or you need someone to pop in and check on your animals, whatever it is, you can advertise or you can look for someone on Rover.com. One thing I really like about this is people do get rated on how well they do, and I think this is a great feature for the person advertising and the person looking for someone to care for their pets. I'll leave a link below, and if you follow that, you can receive $20 off when you book your first service on Rover. As I mentioned before, I absolutely love looking after other animals. I looked after 12 guinea pigs at one point and 6 rabbits, but I used to go to the people's houses to do this because they had a lot of animals too. And it's a really good insight when you do this because you actually think, wow, would I be able to cope if I had this many animals? And I remember someone saying to me they always wanted a chinchilla, and their friend was letting them look after their chinchilla whilst they're away. And in that time, they had realised how much time and effort goes into looking after a chinchilla, and they were like, okay, yeah, I'm fine with looking after it for a week, but not as a whole pet. So it can also give you that experience. It can make you, rabbits, for example. I used to have 3 rabbits as a kid. They lasted a few years and years. Absolutely loved them. I love looking after people's rabbits, but I'm kind of over that rabbit phase of actually owning one, so I'm fine with babysitting in a way, but I don't want my own anymore. They're lovely, but just not for me. So once again, whether you're looking for some help or you want to help other pet owners, check out Rover.com. So overall, yes, I think I have quite a few pets, but in the whole realm of pet YouTube, I seem quite small. Of course, there are pets I would absolutely love in the future. I'd love a rescue dog, a gargoyle gecko, a lychee, and one reptile I've wanted for years and years and years is a panther chameleon. They're quite a specialist reptile though, and it will require a lot of research and dedication. I'll have to see if that's really the animal for me, but that is something I've wanted for a long time. I'm happy that I've never given in to that YouTube trend of continuously buying new pets. I think it can be quite unhealthy, and it can give out this image that this is what you have to be, this is what you have to do. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Just remember that if you don't have many animals, or you're just not allowed that many, that is no reflection on how much you love animals or how knowledgeable you are of them. Don't feel that you need to copy other people who have loads of animals. Don't see animals as collections, see them as family, and try to provide the very best care for them as possible. It takes absolutely no knowledge to hand over money and buy a bunch of animals. It takes time, effort, research, and bonding to truly understand and appreciate the care a specific animal needs. You can have one pet and be a terrible owner. You can have 50 pets and be a fantastic owner. Everyone is different. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Rover for sponsoring today's video. Please remember to subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. But yes, thank you and goodbye.
Alfie? Come here, crawl over. Oh, look at you. Look at you, little boy. Yeah, yeah.